right. I want to apologize. I didn't get you guys the recording last week. I had a comedy of errors, and I realized what I think. You can only think you know what the problem is with the internet and all this stuff. I think if the process of me transporting all of these materials to you gets interrupted, I can't find the file. If I come back an hour later, it's in the ethers. So anyway, I won't interrupt the process after this. I'll just stay right at my computer and then I'll send it immediately. I think that's the issue. I couldn't find the file last week when I went back to it afterwards. So let's begin. This is a good week to let go of toxins before we have a big Thanksgiving meal. So let's shake or do something that, wakes your body up. You can just undulate in your chair. If you're in bed, just kind of move your body around. Uh, you can, wiggle your toes and just feel yourself waking your body. And mine is always neck and shoulders. So I just shake out your hands. If you can stretch, do that. Open your chest a little. Good. And just shake out. So put your arms by your side. Make sure there's nothing under your arms like a pet or food or water or a child. And we're going to start at the top of the head doing the stress release Qigong. We're going to imagine that we could let go of all the stress out of the head, over both shoulders, out both arms, and out both hands and fingers. So pretend you could pop corks on the tip of your finger and just drain out like a dark liquid or a dark cloud of stress or negative energy right from the top of the head, over the shoulders, out both hands and fingers. Peace and calm. So let's come up to the head. Let's see if we can empty the head over shoulders, out the fingers, like an empty balloon or a clear blue sky. Your whole skull area. Right over the shoulders, out the fingers. You can move when you do this. This is self-regulation, peace, calm. Relax the energy behind the forehead, the eyes, the stress around the eyes. See if you can drain that out the fingers. That tough jaw. Peace, calm, peace, calm. And let's relax both shoulders. Relaxing both shoulders, pouring out our fingers. Peace, calm. Relax both upper arms, the biceps, the triceps, down to the elbow that feels like it's floating, pouring out the fingers. Peace, calm. Relax the forearms down to the wrists that feel like they're floating, pouring out your fingers. Relax the palm, both palms, the back of the hands, the thumb, the fingers, the webbing, the sides of the fingers, the front and back. It's as if your fingernails could relax, pouring out. Feel that you could drain from the head over the shoulders and out the fingers. Take a couple breaths. Peace. calm, peace, calm. Good. So let's come back up to the head and we're going to do it a second time. We're going to see if we can. I'm going to just grab a tissue. All that draining is draining my sinus. Let's come back up to the head and make an empty balloon or a clear blue sky. But this time we're going to go down straight through the torso, the legs, and out both bottom of the feet. So pretend you could put two large corks right near the ball of the feet, like a 2-inch cork on each foot, and just pop it off. Oh, we're going to drain all the stress out both feet. Peace and calm. So feel that stress, any extra stress in the head, pouring out the bottom of your feet. Peace and calm. And the throat, relax the throat. And the upper chest, the lungs, the breasts, the lymph glands, the whole upper chest, pouring out the bottom of your feet. Ah, peace and calm. Put a smile in your heart. Relax the heart. Ah, peace, calm. Relax the mid-torso, liver, gallbladder, stomach, spleen, pancreas. Draining out the bottom of both feet. Peace, calm. Relax the lower abdomen, that whole lower body there, the intestines, the kidney, bladder, reproductive area, pouring out the bottom of your feet. Peace, calm. It's as if your whole torso could relax. Peace, calm, peace, calm. Relax both upper legs and the buttocks there, pouring out the bottom of your feet down to your knees, front and back, that feel like they're floating. Peace, calm. Relax your calves, your shin muscles, they're down to your ankles that feel like they're floating. Pouring out. Peace, calm. Ah. Relax the top of the feet. Relax the bottom of your feet, the heel, the arch, the rim, the padding, the toes, in between the toes, the webbing. It's as if your toenails could relax. Pouring out the bottom of your feet. Peace, calm. Now let's do what I call like a final check. We're going to do at least 2 or 3 breaths from the top of the head out both arms and through the torso out both feet. So see if you can just inhale, big inhale, belly and chest. And exhale. That's it. Exhale through the arms, through the body. Peace and calm. Peace and calm. Keep breathing, letting go. So bring your attention to both the bottom of your feet there, and just focus on the bottom of your feet. This is kind of grounding, and feel yourself connect to the earth, Mother Earth, that you have like roots connecting into Mother Earth like a plant. She feeds us, she sends her energy up through our feet into our body. The yin, cooling energy, and the top of our head is where we have roots that go to the sky. That's where we get the yang, pure yang energy. I'm all right. I'm not alone. Peace, calm. Good. So put both hands on your belly button and make a circle. I'll show you on my, make a circle. Open your eyes and come back into the room. And we just want to make sure we're in our body because we might kind of floating around with our eyes closed, and then tap your legs gently, or you can have a sip of water or tea, which I like to do. Good. So now we get into the 5 element harmonization. And we're going to, for those who are new, just follow along and you'll get it. We're going to make a left hand cup, a left hand cup. And I'm going to load this so you can see my hand. There you go. My left hand cup. Now it's a good cup. Why? Well, when we go through cancer or if we're worried, we waste a lot of energy worrying about it or just our life. If you've got cancer, your life is just exhausted. And so Dr. Mao Xingni, whose family has refined this through a century or more, has said that we can put the toxins just in the cup. That's the beauty. Because we don't want to drain our good energy when we're already maybe exhausted. So that's why we're going to be passing the toxins through the heart. I'll explain that later, into the cup, this left-hand receptacle. Then we're going to shake that really into the ground to be recycled, shake it. And then we're going to say very powerful words. I'm in harmony, or I'm healthy, I'm full of vitality, whatever word works for you. And you can visualize yourself swimming, jogging, or hiking, or laughing with friends, or dancing. You want to see yourself in your activity that you enjoy, and then we will go through this balanced journey through the body. So if we can harmonize the 5 organ systems, there's a very good chance that we can manage dis-ease. Dis-ease. All right. So we're going to put our hand under our right breast and the central part of the body. This is the liver gallbladder system. And we're going to use color as a healing modality. That's very powerful. The ancient Chinese knew the value of color as a healing element. And so we're going to inhale a green love into the into the liver gallbladder. And we're going to send toxins through the heart into the left hand cup. And this is where we're going to suck in the belt. We're going to get it all out. I'm going to exaggerate it and we're going to shake it into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm so healthy. And then we'll repeat it. Okay. So, one of the brilliant discoveries that the ancient Chinese came about was that certain organs have certain emotions that can be attached to them. And so, if there's any anger in your life, this is a good chance with the liver gallbladder, frustration, problem making decisions. There's some of other variations. We want to let that go. And especially if you have cancer, you might be angry at God, your doctors, yourself. no judgment. We're just going to let go of it. We just, because that's a dis-ease, isn't it? So if we have a dis-ease or we're worried about getting a dis-ease, we don't want to have another dis-ease, which is lingering in our body. So this is a great chance if you're angry at someone, or an experience, or like I say, anything medical, we're gonna let that go because our health may depend on it. Remember what I said is the best health plan is planning on being healthy. And so we want to clear out that organ. So let's jump in. Whatever color shows up is perfect. I usually start with dark colors because they're cooling, but if it changes to a bright color, then you need a bright green. But I'm going to start with dark. Let's inhale that beautiful green, loving medicine into the liver gallbladder, and exhale through the heart into the left hand receptacle. Get it all out. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm so healthy. I'm in harmony. Inhale that beautiful green energy of love into the liver gallbladder. Exhale through the heart into the left hand receptacle. Get it all out. Anger. Shake it into the ground. I'm so healthy. I am so active. I'm in harmony. Inhale that beautiful green color medicine of love. Exhale through the heart. Get it all out. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. Good. Now, remember well, there's three levels of healing of each organ. The physical, which is toxins, disease, all of that stuff. And the second level is heavy emotions, which we're talking about anger, frustration, irritation, stuff like that. And the third level is spirit. So whatever your connection to spirit is, like I always say, Jesus, Buddha, Lao Tzu, the Tao, Hashem, uh, Muhammad, it goes on. Whatever your doorway is, maybe it's just Mother Nature or the sun, moon, stars. Um, this is where the real healing takes place. And it's not a theory. I want you to bring your connection to spirit in the organ. Okay, right in the organ, and let your spiritual connection send the toxins out. So I'm going to let you do this silently because it's usually more subtle. So let's begin. Inhale. Finish the one you're on. I'm in harmony. I'm so healthy. I'm in harmony. All right. So let's bring our right hand up to our heart. And why are we passing this energy, our toxins, our emotions through the heart? Because it's a purifier. It's love, and also it's a great pump. And so it pumps it right out of our body. And it's the chambers of our heart when we're worried about getting sick, if you're here for prevention, or if you actually have cancer, what happens is he or she can have a heavy heart. You walk around with a heavy heart, and so that actually can slow down our health process. So we want to clean the all the chambers of the heart. So with every organ, organ system, we're going to be cleansing the heart. Clean out. We want to be lighthearted. We want to be lighthearted because that's put a smile in your heart. You'll live longer every day. Put a smile in your heart. All right. So the color is pink or red. Whatever you gravitate toward is perfect. And the emotions are trauma and shock. But like I said, the heart is sympathetic. It's the speaker for all the organs. So it can have all of the emotions clogged in there. So we're gonna let any heaviness in the heart just pour right into our left hand. And I want to remind you, if you're in a hospital bed doing this, you can have your left arm lying down on the bed so you don't have to hold it up and just send the toxins down the left into the cup. And then with the arm out, let's say my hand is on the bed, you could just turn it and send it into the ground. Okay, good. So I've got my hand on my heart and there's a smile in it. And we're going to inhale that beautiful pink, reddish, loving medicine into all the chambers of the heart surrounding areas. And exhale right into the left hand receptacle, trauma, shock, or any emotion. Shake that into the ground. Oh, yeah. I'm in harmony. My heart's so healthy. My heart is so strong. I'm in harmony. Inhale that beautiful pink or reddish medicine of love into the heart chambers, everything. Exhale through into the left hand, just dump it out. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. Inhale that beautiful pink or reddish medicine of love into the heart chambers and around surrounding. Ah, shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. Good. Now, just like we did before, I want you to do two or three on your own or more. And this one, let's bring spirit, our connection to the divine, right in the heart, in the chambers, and feel spirits right there. And spirit's going to really heal and strengthen your beautiful heart. All right, let's do that. Inhale. Good. Finish the one you're on. I'm in harmony. My heart is so strong. I am so lighthearted. Ah, good. All right. So you can shake your hands out whenever you want to. You don't have to wait till I do it. I just realized after about two of them, I can feel, oh, I got to shake them out here. All right. So let's come down. I used to start under the left breast, but then come in more toward the center. It's the stomach, spleen, pancreas, stomach, spleen, pancreas. And so the color is going to be yellow, and the emotions are worry, overwhelm, overthinking. Worry, overwhelm, overthinking. Overthinking would be medical school. You have a test coming up, or you're a worrier like me. I'm a worrier. So, so you gotta, we want to let that go. Now, there's an advanced part of this. And advanced is if you're stuck in the past or the future, is usually called nostalgia or rumination. And here's the thing: sometimes we're always thinking about, I wish it were the good old days, or I wish I was with someone. Maybe they moved on in our life, or even transitioned. And so that we can be thinking it all the time about that. And that's draining our energy, draining our chi. Or rumination or future, where you always are thinking of the future. You're always saying, well, I'll be happy when I graduate. I'll be happy when I made. I'll be happy when I can do this or that or that. So we always have this. And what's that? That's draining our energy. And it's unhealthy, especially for cancer, because what it says is, I don't want to be here now. That's a bad message. I'd rather be in the past or the future. So very important. If you have that, let that go. Okay, but otherwise it's worry, overwhelm, or overthinking. So the color is yellow. We're going to inhale that beautiful yellow medicine into our whole digestive system there. And exhale through the heart into the left hand cup. Get out that worry, overwhelm, overthinking, or past or future. Get it away. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. Inhale that beautiful yellow medicine of love into your whole digestive system. Exhale through the heart into the left hand receptacle. Get it all out. Take that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I can digest my life one bite at a time, one task at a time. I can handle my life. I can do that. One day at a time, one breath at a time, one task at a time. I can do it. Inhale. Shake it into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I can handle my life one task at a time. Good. So now let's bring our connection to spirit, not as a theory, right into our digestive organs, our spleen, stomach, pancreas. Let's bring the divine right into our body and let it heal us. So, same protocol. We're just going to do it silently. Inhale. Finish the one you're on. I'm in harmony. I can digest my life one task at a time. Yeah, I can digest my life task at a time. I think I've told this class the story, but I'll tell it quickly. I think I have, is that I just remember that lovely lady whose mother passed away a year and a half before she got cancer. Her husband divorced her and ran off with someone 6 months before she got her cancer. Her house burned down right in that period in the San Diego fires in the early part of the 2000s. Uh, she lost her job, and oh yeah, also she got cancer. It was just I didn't even know where to start. And lucky I came up with the metaphor of a puzzle. And I said, I don't know, God has given you a 10,000 piece puzzle and it's not going to make any sense. And you don't even know what it looks like. They didn't give you the box. You don't know what it looks like. So I said, we're going to have to put your life together, one puzzle piece at a time. And in the beginning, that's not going to make sense. It's going to be working on your mom's estate, one another puzzle piece, the divorce, the insurance, the construction of the house, all of that garbage. Oh, and your doctor's appointments, and then finding another job. And so we just say, one puzzle piece at a time, one bite at a time. I can digest my life. About 5 years later, she wrote me a beautiful note saying, thank God I took it one piece at a time. She said, because my life is wonderful. I have the best job paying more money than I even could imagine. My house is beautiful. It's been rebuilt. I'm in the best relationship of my life. She said, and it was one chaotic puzzle piece at a time. And boy, that she was one of the most challenging people I've ever worked with. But what an inspiration to deal with all of that one task at a time. And she got through it beautifully. So, all right, so let's go to the lungs. And when I say lungs, it's the upper chest. I'm talking about your breasts, your lymph glands, your lungs, the whole upper chest here. And the color's white. The emotion is grief, sadness, and loneliness. Grief, sadness, and loneliness. So, and I always say, if you're going through raw grief, which is, a recent loss, this can help manage it. Time is really the healer of that kind of grief. But a lot of people don't realize that we have secondary grief, moving, lost loved ones, or I mean, like lost friendships, I mean, by moving or life, lost money, lost, any kind of a loss that you might be holding on to. Let's let it go. And the color's white, and we're going to just inhale that beautiful white medicine of love into both lungs, breasts, lymph glands, and exhale through the heart into the left hand receptacle. Get it all out. Grief, sadness, loneliness, anything. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. Inhale that beautiful medicine of white medicine of love. Heart's right in front there. Just push it right through. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. Ah, my lungs are so healthy. My breasts are so healthy. My lymph glands, so healthy. Inhale that beautiful white medicine of love into the whole upper area. Get it all. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. Good. Now let's bring spirit into the whole upper chest area, breasts, lungs, lymph glands, bones. That's it. Let's bring them right in there and continue silently. Finish the one you're on. I'm in harmony. My chest, breasts, lungs, lymph glands. Oh, they're so healthy. Good. Shake your hands off. Now we're going to come down to the kidneys, and I'm going to lower my camera so that my right hand's on my belly button, because if I took my hand around to my kidneys, the belly button would be very close to the same elevation. And so we're going to inhale a dark blue liquid love light, a dark blue light into the kidneys, the urinary bladder, and the whole lower reproductive area. And and the emotion is fear. Um, and boy, is that big if you're worried about cancer or you've got cancer. You really have to manage fear. I think I've told you before that I'm finishing, trying to finish my book, and I thought it was going to be just strategies for helping a person heal cancer, and the whole half of the book is on managing fear. Remember, fear isn't a good health plan; it's the opposite. So, if you want a good health plan, you have to actually plan on being healthy. That's called epigenetics. It's the new Western science from Dr. Bruce Lipton, like the tea, Bruce Lipton. If you Google him on YouTube, he's amazing. He actually figured out the chemistry of our emotions and how a stimulus, a positive or negative, chemically works its way in the body. I think he should have gotten multiple awards for this. I mean, how he figured the chemistry of emotions. So that's the beauty of a positive thinking, of having a plan, because you're actually sending information. Dr. Mao, I don't, again, I never remember which class I teach this. Dr. Mao was teaching about epigenetics, and I thought it was just positive thinking. He said, what epigenetics discovered is everything we do is information. So positive thinking, prayer-based, Qigong, Tai Chi, meditation, you're sending information into the body that's healthy. Okay. Good food is actually information, sending information into the organs in your whole body, either good information or bad information. Okay. You see, what you drink, the friendships you keep, the emotions each emotion is sending information into our body. And that's either going to be healthy information or not healthy information. So we really want to kind of look at our whole life. What information am I sending into my body? And so that's very powerful that we can help our doctors and help our medicine, like I say, if we're sick, because we're sending medicine, good information into the body, even if sometimes they aren't. You know? All right, so the kidneys, hand on the belly button. We start with a dark blue, but if you want to make one of the kidneys bright blue, and then if it feels like that, please do. That's your intuition. So inhale that beautiful dark blue light medicine of love in the kidneys, bladder, and whole reproductive area. And exhale through the heart into the left hand receptacle. Get it all out, all the fear. Shake that garbage in the ground, boy. I'm in harmony. My whole lower body is sacred and divine. I'm in harmony. I'm healthy. Inhale that beautiful dark blue medicine of love into the kidneys, bladder, and whole reproductive area. Exhale through the heart into the left hand receptacle. Get it all out, all that fear. Get it out. Shake it in the ground. I'm in harmony. I'm in harmony. I have so much courage. I'm in harmony. You could inhale courage right into the kidney, bladder, and whole reproductive area. And exhale fear. Courage is a breath away. Shake that into the ground. I'm in harmony. I have courage. I'm in harmony. Courage is a breath away. All right. Now let's bring our connection to spirit down into our kidneys, bladder, and whole lower body. And this is a good time. The lower body goes through a lot. You might have old surgeries, births, operations, negative experiences, abuses, invasive procedures, all kinds of stuff we have. And so we want to just make that light, bring that light down, clear it out, make it sacred and divine, put a smile down there. We want to really clean that body and just make it part of our beautiful journey in life. So let's inhale that spirit. Finish the one you're on. I'm in harmony. Good. All right, so put both hands on your belly button. We're going to just make 5, 7 circles in one way, whatever you feel like, and reverse. We just want to bring ourselves back into we want to center our body. We've just done a whole journey through our organs and our energies all over the place. So we want to tap our legs. And, I'm back on Earth. My feet are connected to Mother Nature and Earth here. I usually like to take a sip of water here. That's it. All right. So, let's do what the third. Remember, the first is we kind of shake and do a detox with the stress release. The second part is the five element cleansing. And then the last part is the general detox. So, remember, I said we don't want to drain too much energy because if you do have cancer, you're already exhausted. So what are we draining? Well, we might be draining the bad stuff, but we might be also draining some of the good stuff. So that's why we make a cup. Isn't that brilliant of the Chinese, the ancient Chinese, is they came up with the fact that no, we're only going to put the dark stuff here in the cup. We're going to shake it. We're not going to drain our good energy because that's too valuable when you're sick. So I think that's brilliant. So, but this part can be draining. So there's a couple contraindications. You wouldn't do this if you're pregnant because you don't want a downward energy draining, and you wouldn't do this one if you're exhausted. So I said, well, why even teach it? And he said, if someone has stage 3 or stage 4 cancer, or the aggressive cancer, even in the beginning stages, he said they should really clean everything out in between the muscles, tendons, and ligaments and organs. And I said, why? He said, because disease has difficulty spreading if you're constantly visualizing cleanly, clear, and I think I've told the story. I used to think of my body as bloody, icky, gooey, messy, phlegmy, all that stuff. Now, when I visualize my body, I visualize like nothing in there in between everything. And so I've got that vision that if I did get a disease, that it wouldn't spread and we could handle it quickly. So, so he said, if you had aggressive cancer or a serious stage cancer, do 6 or 9. He said, just do 6 or 9. Don't do too many. But he said, should do some because we don't want things to spread. So that's what they call a contraindication, what you should pay attention to. So if you're exhausted, and I tell the story in traditional Chinese medicine, when you're short of breath, you're just a little tired. When you want to sit down and you go into or every room you go in and you sit down right away, that's your medium tired. And when you can't wait to hit the bed. I had a long day yesterday and I hit the bed like I was a sack. Being taught just I went, wow, that I really had a tiring day. So pay attention to that. Good to know. So what are we going to do? We're going to inhale and either straight arm or crisscross our forefingers right in here in the hollow between the neck. There's a hollow there between the neck and shoulders. And we're going to inhale. You have two choices. Inhale either a green, loving medicine in between the muscles, tendons, ligaments, and organs. In other words, you're cleaning the highway all the way out the bottom of the feet from the shoulders down. So I asked Dr. Mao, why from the shoulders down and not the head? He said, and this is brilliant again. I'm going to tilt it down so you can see. So from your neck, your torso area, all the way down to your perineum, this is the engine of your body. This is where everything is happening. This is the engine of wellness, I call it. And so he said, if we can clean and harmonize the engine of wellness, uh, there's a great great possibility that the disease will be healed. He said, so it'll be healed in the head, the arms, and the legs. You see, this is where it's all happening. Wellness is happening here. And so he said, brain tumors are too delicate. We don't want to mess with them. So we're going to only drain from the shoulders down, only drain from the shoulders down. So two choices, either the green loving medicine or a water element. I like a fountain of youth waterfall from my shoulders down, cleaning my body. Or you could have a nice, gentle, mystical rain, divine rain falling through your body, or a river, just a beautiful river. Um, you know. Um, so anyway, so let's get in that position. We're going to inhale either straight arm or crisscross. And exhale that green from the shoulders only down, that green medicine or that wonderful water element cleansing in between muscles, tendons, ligaments, organs. Get it all out the bottom of the feet. Keep breathing, either green or water. My body's so clean. My body's so clean. Now make it personal. Everyone who has cancer knows exactly what organs or things they're concerned about. Maybe it's the skin, bone marrow, blood, one or two or three organs, or whatever you're concerned about. That pass this color or this medicine of love or this water element right through it. So let's just inhale. Bring in spirit now. Get it all out. Good. Finish the one you're on. Put a smile in your heart. I'm so healthy. Inhale, palms up. Open them, palms up, palms forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. That's it. And then rub your belly. Bite your teeth down 9 times gently. Rotate your tongue around your mouth. Reverse your belly hands again, and then revolve your tongue around your mouth 9 times in each direction. Just swallow that golden elixir all the way down into your lower belly in the center of your body, lower body there. If there's more saliva, swallow it. So the ancient Chinese discovered, I'm going to just tilt my camera a little so we can see more of me. So this chakra between the eyebrows and above, sometimes called the third eye. This is your doorway, like to your spiritual center. Also, the top of the head's a doorway, but this is a doorway to your spiritual dantian in Chinese, and that means elixir field. What did we just build up in the saliva is a golden elixir. And when we swallow it, it automatically goes to our spiritual battery, I call it, because our whole goal in life is to charge each of our batteries. The one between your breasts here, this is your middle Dan Tian, and it's your middle elixir field. And this is where your mind and heart. So you love here from this is your human chakra. And notice that the mind is supposed to be in the heart. We're supposed to think from the heart. Okay. The mind, the computer brain is dangerous. That's another lecture. But anyway, I love the fact that the ancient Chinese say the mind is in the heart. And if it isn't, then thinking can be dangerous. And then we go down an inch beneath the navel. And for women, it might be higher. So my belly button is right here, just at a little lower. This is your physical battery. And this is where your immune, I call it your physical immune system, your divine immune system is. So these three are the most important chakras to the ancient Chinese. And so when we swallow, it needs a little help to get down all the way here, but the other two, it's handled. We don't have to think about it. So we have to kind of visualize. So the ancients said that anytime you do something spiritual in church, temple, synagogue, a sunset, a kiss, something that takes your breath away and you're in awe, usually that creates something beautiful and golden, a loving moment. And you can swallow that. That's usable chi, usable energy for your vitality and longevity. So not a bad thing to think about that if you have a beautiful moment in prayer or meditation to afterwards bite the teeth down gently, which opens up those hidden rivers to feed this golden elixir. Okay. So I'm going to open up the gallery here, and some people came late and you missed my apology. My apology is that I couldn't get you the tape last week. This happened once or twice before where I couldn't find it, and I think I figured out the problem. If the process that I have to go through to wait until Zoom processes the recording, then I have to send it up to YouTube and wait until it processes the recording. And then I have to store it someplace and then do some editing and then set up an email and send it to you. If that gets interrupted, it disappears. So somehow I think dinner was ready. I came back. I came back the next day and all of the work was gone. I couldn't even find the file. So I will not, right after class, I'll just sit here until the processing is complete and I will send you the recording tonight, right after class. And so if you don't get it, then, there's been a strange comedy of errors this week with communication. But anyway, hang in there, everybody. Have
Thank you. It
a
was a
great week.
great class, Ed.
Happy
Okay.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you,
Happy
Ed.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Well, what's it? Tofurkey. Happy Tofurkey. I love that word. I only get to say it once a year, but I do love it. And I've had tofurkey. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good meal. All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Thanksgiving.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.